Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Sergeant Neutral Plays Survival Chaos. And let's just hop in here. So we are playing as the mercenaries. And I think we're going to be doing camouflage this time around. We were on the receiving end of camouflage last time. And, well, a long time ago. But I'd like to try it out this time. So we will see how this runs. And so, had a really kind of fun, ridiculous last game. So we will see how this one goes. Hopefully we get a win. We haven't had a win in a little while here. So I would like to bring you guys home some victories here. So, -3 level unit armor, 3 level unit damage, good. Black magic, not super interested in that yet. Okay, one mine there. No mines there, and we're holding our own pretty well against the Blood Elves, so that's fine. And the Dwarves are down here. They're going to be a lot more irritating to deal with. And what upgrades does everyone have right now? Transmorphs, Zealots, just normal riflemen, battle priests, sorceresses. Yeah, so nothing immediately apparent. Lancer. Oh, hold on. Is that what his... Yeah, okay, so he picked Lancer, so that's kind of just an upgraded frontline unit. That's fine. Definitely nothing too worrying about that, frankly. And I'm going to let them push in a little bit. I'm going to grab these basic fortifications. We don't need to be in the middle immediately. Like, that's not my top priority here. Alright, so Glocket, Sergeant. Okay, so we've got a decent little force there, 358. And then we're just going to get our economy to start rolling, because that would be very, very nice. Cheap and abundant units with significant battle experience, trying to fight without any honor and show no mercy. But there's a limit of what skill can do, and the lack of high-quality gear has its toll. Alright. And what's the difficulty? Doesn't say the difficulty. Fine by me. And I'm going to let them push in, because that's going to be a nice thing for us to nuke, and then kind of just deal with later on. 575. Are we going to have enough time? No, we're not yet, but we're going to let them... 3, 2, 1. I think they're going to hit us pretty much... Oh no, not quite in our golden zone. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So let's send this to help them out. Awesome. Yeah, and then now we can grab the improved fortifications, because even with this another wave coming in, we'll easily be able to deal with that as, they come closer. Okay, so there's already level 2 Dawn Chap in the middle, so that's a problem, because we're the ones that they're going to be coming up against right down here, so we're going to probably have to deal with that sooner rather than later, frankly. So that's a little bit of a bummer. And then do they have any upgrades? No upgrades on this end at all. Fine by me. And the Dwarves have come in to kind of give us a little bit of help here. 22. -30% and -50% cell cooldown. So fine by me. Let them get closer. Here we are. Great. And that should be more than enough, frankly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Fine. Then do I want some basic brass blades, or do I want to hold off and get a level 2 of something? I think I'm going to have to get level 2 just to get Dawn Chap off of us. But here we are. Okay, so we've completely chewed through the Dwarves. That is a lovely, lovely, lovely thing to see. Bye-bye, Dwarves. Bye-bye. And the Blood Elves, I mean, we're going to be slowly... Actually, no, we're not going to be chewing through them. But I don't mind fighting them in front here, because that's money for us. Like, that's a lot of decent cash. So we're at 911, 927, 957, 973. Come on, just give me some of that sweet, sweet money. 1019, great. And then, you know, we do have the Goblin Missiles ready. We are going to have the Enforcers ready in just a little bit as well, especially now that we're just truly chewing through the Dwarves. Okay, so they're starting to get some unit upgrades, so I've got to start thinking about that soon as well. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so they're not even really going to be an issue here. Yeah, there it is. Fine. So 2335. Yeah, so we'll pick up some ancient brass blades. Oh, and I forget we have camo. That's why no one can see. I'm an idiot. Of course, no one can see us. That's really nice. 3, 2, 1. And doink, there we are. Okay, so we're at 4, 567. Let's get one of each here. Okay, so we've knocked on the Dwarves a little bit here. Good. And we have completely taken control of the middle. That is a lovely, lovely thing to see. Awesome. Doing well, doing well, doing well. 209, 289. And then I could probably pick up some improved raw leather armor soon, but not immediately. So we're sitting at 1-in-1 upgrades. Good, we're staying ahead here. Crude gunpowder, potentially, but... fort damage and mortar damage. Okay, fort, and that's mercenary camps. Okay.
Research complete.
And then I think I would like to upgrade... Okay, Glocket. Okay, that's exactly what I was thinking. Was that it would be very important to get my... Yeah, and especially since he's sending... Since he's already starting to gain a little bit of traction there, I'm gonna have to deal with that. Oh, and he is already level 3 in the middle. Irritating. Because I can't really ignore that. So we're at 893. 909, 925, 940. Come on, just give me that 1,000. Four, 3, 2. Okay, that was way more than I needed. Oh, but there was that little group back there. So, I mean, definitely a little bit overkill, but I don't think tremendously overkill, if I'm being honest. Alright, so I'm going to pop this now. 101, 117, 163, 179, 195. Here they come. Okay, let them group up. Let's drop rockets here. Awesome. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here we are. Okay, so we're chopping through them. Something devastating here. Great. So we're at 510, 535, 546. Yeah, but I don't see, now they're all going to be coming down here. I don't know if we have...
Off I go then.
Okay, so Glocket has left the game. So I think that's the Dwarves. So the Dwarves, yeah, leave it green. But we're going to have enough for the Goblin Missiles, fine. But am I going to have enough to hold the line here? Maybe if I throw everything out, potentially. Okay, great, and I killed a lot of the druids. Yeah, I mean, it's not going great, but it's not going terribly either. Especially since we're getting some more backup here. I've got to keep my eye on this because it looks like I may have to throw another one of those downrange. I wouldn't be thrilled if I had to, but I would also fully understand. But it looks like we are going to come out of this okay. More than okay. Great, so we're sitting at 15. I would like to pick up the fort. And the reason why I would like to pick up the fort is so I can get the inspiration aura as well as the salvage right away. Great, and it looks like whatever's happening in the middle has held up their assault for a little longer. But here they are again. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. We're still fort level 2. I have no units to help us here. And I don't have enough for 8, 7, 6. I might just have to take a few big hits here. 3, 2, 1, 0. Devotion aura. Yeah, let's get the devotion aura. Especially for a team that does not have the upgrades. Okay, so Lever Green has captured all of his, so that's very important, and then salvage is also very important. So we've got a good little push going on here. And luckily the Dwarves have also stepped up, so that's great. Major shout out to our AI companions. And I think what I'm going to have to do is probably send Ricket over here to deal with some stuff. I mean, down the middle. Just to really hold the line here. Great, and we're chewing through them here. This is going to be very nice and hopefully incredibly damaging. We will see. I mean, we're not... Oh, but with camo, that should really help us out. Yeah, here we are. Okay, nope. They all appeared at once. Okay, let's get him out there. He must have so much. He must have so much from mid. Improved all of their armor. I don't know if that's super critical at the moment. Okay, but we got the inspiration aura, we got salvage. Good, good, good. Let's get some more advanced brass blades. Great Ricket Rattle Trap. I don't think we need to be focusing on them, guys. I don't know if that's really the key demographic that we're worried about here. But good, I mean, what's nice is that we're really kind of taking back the mid, which is what I love to see. 607, 619. We're holding fine up here. I mean, they push back, it just happens. Warning, desync detected. Dawn Chap. Oh no! Just me and Warsits. That's a pity. Us versus the AI. I'm sitting at 848. I mean, that's not anything tremendous. Okay, so I'm gonna let them push in, and then I'll probably bring Glaslow out. No, Adrenaline Potion. Blue's not here, buddy. Two, one, bang. Yeah, and I don't think I frankly don't think I need to throw out any rockets or anything from there. Yeah, I think I honestly should be fine. Ricket Rattletrap is really holding his own in the middle. Fury and Storm Rage is going to be a furious pain, but that's how it is. Razzle Dark Brew, fine. Doing well, level 4 already. And we're building up a little more love here. And we're just pushing back and forth. This lane has been completely neutral, and I love it. Butte fortifications. Repair if you can. Great, so we're slaughtering them. How's Ricket doing? Ooh, Ricket's in trouble here. Ricket's in a lot of trouble. But I will also be able to send Gazlo out once they are kind of annoying me at this point. Which they will be. 'Tis only a matter of time. But we're researching the fortifications, that's great. Camo really seems to be working out for us in the long run here. Killing off the elves, which once again doesn't seem like it's the most important group for us to be attacking, but you know, where there's a will, there's a way, and we're finding a will. Okay. And I think I will probably... Okay, so Ricket just went down.
Our allies' hero has been slain.
So I'm gonna snag that. Just so I can keep up the pressure in the middle. And we are crushing them here. This is a beautiful sight to see. Wonderful. Oh, and we're going to hit them in the golden zone. That is something I really do enjoy seeing. Yeah, and we're already hitting them in melee range, so that's also nice. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, the damage. Look how beautiful that damage is, ladies and gentlemen. It does indeed make me happy. But not quite as happy as the damage on this barracks here, but we have decided to... What is happening here? I am speechless. I am truly speechless as to what has just occurred. But oh well. Alright, this is definitely going to require a little bit of attention from our base, but that's fine. We're sitting on a fair amount of resources, to say the very, very least. Ugh, and we were doing such good damage on those barracks as well. Ugh, the bastards. Okay, so he's 6 and 4, so that explains why all that damage is happening. We'll let them get through the first lane. Oh, they're... First line, not first lane. Good lord. Okay, just deal with some of that there. Some of that, some of these guys. I'm gonna dump a lot of it here. Oh, but they've got the upgrades. I had forgotten about that. Curses and or blast. Okay. But we have crushed them here. Honestly, camo is just such an effective perk. I don't really... It just seems a little bit broken to me. But c'est comme ça. Let's get some more Supreme Brass Blades. And all that extra gold, I mean, +7 seems like a negligible amount, and in many cases it is, but... My lord, does it start building up quick. Alright, so we're, you know, solid push coming down from here, but we should be able to deal with this very easily with with a tinker. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We can take a few hits here. Oh, wonderful. That made me quite happy to witness. And then I would like to get the mercenary camp level 3. At the very least, so that way we're on the same, at least, pseudo-playing field as the enemy. Yes, our town is under attack, but I don't think... I mean, and please let me know if you disagree, but I don't think that this attack is that worrisome for us. Especially with Ricket Rattletrap leading the charge here. Alright, so we're really cleaning up the middle here, which is great to see. Oh, and Fury and Storm Rage did not follow them in the middle. That's probably one of the big reasons why we were able to hold as easily as we did. So we got some gunpowder. Let's get the black magic. I think it's about time. Critical strike, I'm not interested in any of that. I mean, I'd rather just dump more stuff into the salvage and inspiration auras. That could just be moi. Simple old moi. So here we are. Hopefully the AI doesn't have a conniption again and decide to go after just the wrong things. Yeah, and they're 6 and 6, and I am 4 and 1. So I'm a little bit behind. But I'll throw out some more guys here. That should do. Oh, and it looks like we're going to have a nice big push come through here. So we're sitting at 1,500 already. Rage, 15% attack rate for 30 seconds. And it looks like we're going to be... Are we going to be picking up the first barracks? I think we are. I think we are, ladies and gentlemen. There go the first barracks. That is really, really, really nice. Okay, so we're going to get some improved black magic. And I think we do have to start thinking a little more aggressively on this lane. So we want to do 720 Arcane Shield, which makes him almost invulnerable, so that's purely a buff on those units. I mean, on just the hero. So it looks like he spent, yes, it looks like he spent an ult here to deal with us, or at least a solid entangle. Razzle Dark Brew. Fine, armor -3, so wonderful, and we just picked that up as well. So we are now sitting at 2,000 salvage. I mean 2,000 gold. So we're gonna get some raw leather armor. Yeah, and looks like we'll be researching critical strike as well. Dirty fighting, I'm okay with that. I don't think we need that quite as much. Basic iron blades and crude gunpowder. There it is. Just one upgrade across the board would make me happy, at least. Okay, great, and we've done tremendous damage to the dwarves here. I don't even really know why, but we just kind of broke through here. And it looks like we're going to be picking up another barracks here. Okay, that's extra 900 salvage. So we have some serious salvage going on here. Yeah, so we'll get more salvage, more upgrades. Great, that's another +7. So we're once again sitting at 2,000 gold, and they're going to be picking that, but that's fine. Garen Rockbeard is going to be going down pretty soon. We just captured another neutral building. Lever Green has lost the left barracks there. And I think if that's the case, I will be dumping that to level 4 here. And then probably another level 4 here later on. I don't need it immediately, definitely not immediately, but just to keep in mind. Yeah, and just the amount of damage that we're able to put downrange here is really fun. Oh, and we might have just taken Yep. Oh, not quite. So close. If we get another hit or two. Oh, how devastatingly lucky they were here. Another swing and they would have been out. But it might still be too late. And indeed it was too late. Because we just picked that up for us. So that is great. Lever Green has been defeated. Fine, 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 fine. And we should be able to hold them here, especially with Gazlowe at the helm. We're going to be picking up steel blades. And yeah, Ricket Rattletrap looks like has indeed fallen. But we are still charging down the middle here, and we should be in a pretty good position here, ladies and gentlemen, in order to win. But, you know, things can still very much change. The Night Elves are still completely untouched as far as my knowledge goes, and I'm gonna leave Red pretty much alone at this point, because I don't see much point in really applying pressure onto that front at the moment. Later on we're gonna have to, because we want to win. Oh, but he lost his left barracks as well. Yeah, so it's gonna be me versus the Night Elves here. Yep, so it's me versus Lever Blue and Lever Red. So we're just gonna keep this up. I mean, I want to bring you guys a win, and I think we have it in our tool chest to do so. So here's another Supreme Iron Blades. That way we will have maxed out the melee damage. So that'll be really, really nice to do. And how much trouble is he really in right now? Frankly, not a well, no, they're in a lot of trouble, but not nearly as much as I had anticipated. So here we are, we're going to be just absolutely absorbing those units there. Basic studded armor would be dope. More critical strike would also probably not be bad, but we're going to be getting some goblin engineering. Explosive rounds. War training. Animal war training to buff our marauders. That would be great. Okay, yeah, then plus 14. I just love to see plus 14 pop up. And here we are charging down the middle here. We're going to see how much damage we're able to do. Not quite as much as we would have liked, but, ladies and gentlemen, we still might have enough. Nope, not quite enough this time around. We're still doing a tremendous amount of damage to these barracks, and that's a really heartening thing to see. Oh, and he had a pop. Did he pop? Yes, they popped Starfall on us, even this late. So that is a big compliment, and I will take it as such. Go Razzle. So I'm going to send him with that crew to fight off the other ones. Basic crude gunpowder or improved studded leather armor. Not enough gold, fine. And who is this? Oh yeah, it's Gazlowe. Gazlowe's still just hitting things with his big old hammer here. Great, so we're doing pretty well here. And who are we dealing with here? Okay, Fury and Storm Rage. So that's going to be problematic, which is why I sent Razzle Dark Brew down. And Ricket is almost back, so we'll be able to pick him up later on. So we picked up Animal War Training and Goblin Engineering. That should help us at least with a little bit of the stickiness. Advanced Crude Gunpowder, great. Yeah, and it looks like we killed Kael'thas, so big victory, big ups there. And Gazlowe really holding the middle. Once again, thank you guys so much for really driving that point home with me about the heroes. This is where you see just how much difference the heroes do make, because they make a tremendous difference, a truly tremendous difference. So thank you very much. I very much do appreciate it. Again, Razzle Dark Brewer is doing okay. But definitely probably not the situation I should have thrown him in. But here we are. We can't think about what could have been, we can only think about what is. I want to upgrade this because I want to take advantage of potentially getting as much salvage from Lever Red as possible. Yeah, and Razzle Dark Brew we're still holding here. Yeah, so there's 6 and 6, and I think 9. Well, all my melee units are dead, but we're 8 and 4. Okay. Goblin Zeppelin, Rocket Buggy. Honestly, still all worth. Yeah, and we just picked up that salvage, which is great. Now they are going to Arcane Sanctum level 3. Fine. Still, we have pretty much uncontested. No, very much contested at this point. Dominance of the middle. Razzle Dark Brewer is still being wonderfully unpleasant to the enemy, but unfortunately it looks like that will just about be it for that little push. So I'm honestly I just want them to finish pushing and kind of finish driving us back. Yeah, that way we can drop Ricket right here and throw them out under no uncertain terms. Because that would be wonderful, straight up, you know, you shall not pass them. So, yeah, and we are chewing through the top, slowly but surely, but we definitely are. And if Gazlo actually dies here, which he will, I'll probably drop both Ricket and Gazlo down at the bottom, because that should be all we need to really wipe out this area, because we really weakened them on the first round. So that would be really nice to get. And the middle is less interesting when there are only 2 people involved. And then Shockwave, that's right. Okay, thank you, Gazlo, for falling in the line of duty. We just picked up some salvage. Great. Yeah, so now we're sitting at a horrifying amount of gold. No, and I don't want to quite start upgrading this yet, because if we upgrade it and we're not there in time to deal with this, then we are in serious trouble, to put it frankly. Though honestly, this is not nearly as big of a push as I had feared it would be. Well, of course, I should keep my mouth shut, because here come Ancient Defenders. And they are, it looks like, are going to hit us right in our golden zone. Yep, that's a shame. But definitely not the end of the world. And we're still putting out some decent damage. 21, 20. Great, and then I'm dumping this much on you guys. Great, that gutted a fair amount of their units. Tranquility is very irritating, but we have 2 heroes, and all these guys have very low health. Yeah, so we just absolutely crushed them there. So let's upgrade our fort. Yeah, and with Ricket and Gazlo, that's an unpleasant duo right now. And our turrets, which deal, you know, not an inconsequential amount of damage. English is difficult for me, for no good reasons, my lord. Alright. So, basically, we're saying, guess who's back? Back again. Well, the Mercs are back. You should tell a friend. Because, I mean, guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? I'm not even gonna try to freehand rap. I'm using air quotes, rap the rest of that song because I'm from Switzerland. It's kind of where we make white people, and I don't think anyone would fully appreciate me rapping at any point. Great, so we are really... Okay, Lever Red has lost their fortress, so Lever Red is pretty much down and out here. Let's get level 4 up there. Okay, Gazlo not doing as well as I'd hoped. Well, Furion is still up, which is very sad, but it looks like we killed Jared, which is great. And they send Tyrande, but a poor level 1 Tyrande. That's not great. If you can, shoot Furion. And it looks like they're able to focus on Furion, and there goes Furion. And as such, there goes pretty much the linchpin of this offense. Yeah, and they're throwing everything they can out here for this kind of final stand, but it's not going to be enough to really turn the tides. Pardon me. Yeah, I mean, that's irritating, but Ricket's still there. Ricket's still standing. I am gonna send the Goblin Robot down. Yeah. Great. So those are huge offenses right now. And then this is just gonna be messy, messy, messy in the middle. Fury and Storm Rage is back, but with Inthul right there, it's also not gonna be super pleasant for anyone involved there, really. Part of me does want to just send Gazlo up here just to help kill Katarine. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Because I don't really want to throw any hero in here until people start dying. Because I mean, it's just a meat grinder, frankly. And I would like to pick up Advanced Black Magic. Come on, give me that black magic. There it is. I did not like how that sounded, but I said it, and I'm sorry. And we got plus 200. Great. That is a beautiful thing. That is indeed a beautiful thing. Yeah, and then just the damage coming through on our Marauders is just so nice. Another one of my favorite upgrades with the Mercs is without a doubt the Black Knights, because they are so powerful, I find, and they just upgrade the already so wonderfully good Marauders to the point where they are beyond viable. So, yeah, so we are going to have to see. Okay, Gazlo's out there, wrecking face, and riggedy diggity love it. Oh, fun fact, Rocket Buggy, basically the same thing as the Dwarf Mortar Buggy, but don't tell anyone. But, you know, it's just a funny little tidbit. Okay, so Inthul is basically dead, which is great.
Research complete.
Basic steel blades. And we are chewing through them. But here comes Jared Shadowsong, but he's only level 9, whereas Gazlo's level 16, so we should be able to do that, handle that pretty well. And this beautiful, beautiful push down the middle is looking great. We have a level 7 special unit. Unfortunately, they are coming to fight us here, but this should be okay, frankly, especially if I've got Razzle and this whole crew to back me up. It sounds like I'm talking about my backup dancers or something. Improved steel blades. I want to hold on for just a little bit. Oh, the damage. Oh, the damage. I just need, like, another volley. Did we get it? Oh, that's their upgrade. They picked the Ancient of War, so now they're going to be walking around and hitting people. And that's a little bit irritating. Not too sure how I feel about that. I mean, look. Oh, Ricket. They're hurting my boy Ricket. Okay, well, at least the turrets don't do that crazy nonsense. Alright, so we're going to pick up all of that. And then looks like we should be able to kill Inilthul pretty easily. Yeah, but Ricket just got absolutely destroyed. I mean, this is a much more powerful thing than I'd anticipated. Oh, well, they've got Divine Armor. That explains it. So if you guys look in this area when I go over Divine Armor is some of the best. And it really, as you can see, really shatters a lot of the damage that you were able to put out. So, you know, ultimately, when it comes to fighting units with Divine Armor, it's just a question of grinding them down. I'm going to put them both out this way. That way we can push the middle. Attack bot level 9 is just... Oh, but he went camo. Great. That's a shame. Died almost the second he came out of camo, but that's how it is. And I think that they popped ult, so that is a wonderful thing to see. And we're going to be cruising through these barracks. Almost there, we're almost there. I mean, we're doing well. Our two units there are also our two heroes there are also doing great. Furion on this lane is gonna be problematic in the extreme. Just because Furion is always problematic in the extreme. But Gazlo, honestly, is taking a lot of big hits, but because of that, we're able to really wear down this Ancient of War, which we may not necessarily have done, which we may not necessarily had time to do with the other one. Yep, so a lot of good damage coming in. Yes, it's irritating because there's Furion's Tranquility, but that's okay. We're hitting them from 3 different sides, and that's exactly how we want to keep doing this pressure right now. Oh, and it looks like... Oh no, there it is. The Ancient of War is still very much up and at him. And here we are, another great push in the middle. Because it looks like it still does affect the unit spawning rate. Which means that basically, unless the Ancients of War are with a huge push, it's going to be tough for them to really take advantage of it. So let's get more south. Honestly, we have so much money. Another rank of Critical Strike, Dirty Fighting, Explosive Rounds. Sure. Let's just all go for it here. The Ancient of War is taking some pretty significant damage, nothing major. Lever Blue, yeah, and it looks like we finally chewed through their units here, and I think what I'm gonna do, just because Furion is okay, he might be on that lane, but we'll see. I'll probably train the Alchemist and our special unit to go down this way, depending on who else shows up, because if Furion peels off that way, I'm going to want more help on that lane, frankly. But who can I throw down here? Oh, pretty much everybody. And this looks like it's going to be an unpleasant thing to deal with. So I'm having a really hard time trying to figure out who I'm going to want to fight off first. Are they all researching something? Great, they are. pick up just the next rank immediately. You as well. Oh, it looks like we may have just killed the Ancient of War. Which, if we have, means that I'm gonna just be throwing out the Goblin Robot once they get to my base. And we're gonna watch them go to town. Yeah, so I mean it's still messy, and they're still way in the lead when it comes to just pure damage dealing potential, but we are quickly catching up. I mean, our Marauder, it's rank 11. And look at that, just beautiful damage going through. Yeah, and we are chewing through them right now. And I see them down here, and it is worrisome, but I can hold them. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, bang. Honestly, I might just be able to hold them with this. Yeah, that gutted them, so I'll send those units out. That was horrifying to hear both of those, like, voices kind of work at the same time, but also really not. Great, I mean, we really dulled out that assault to the point where I'm really not even worried about them anymore. This I'm much more worried about. But also not the end of the world. Okay, they are much further up, and these guys are much closer. 12, 11, 10, 9. That was dumb. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Yeah, we'll just send them all out, frankly. Damage. Oh, only 75% to Divine. Okay. And we're going to be fighting mostly Divine here. But attack bot. Yeah, and it looks like we're finally starting to make some good headway there. And then they're going to be starting to push down here. So, I mean, this is a hell of a final push for the Night Elves. So, alright, I will trade. I will throw both of you down this lane. Because it looks like that will be it, especially once... Yeah, especially once we really start digging into the Ancient of War. Yeah, and where's... Okay, Furion level 26. God, he is just so beefy. Send everyone we can. Probably research the ultimate weapon. Just for fun. Yeah, Lever Blue has lost their bottom barracks. Oh, so did that count as their barracks then? If so, that's fascinating. Because that is incredibly powerful. Great. Okay, so their upper barracks are now down. We've researched that. Ultimate weapon, focused ultimate weapon. Frankly, I don't know how much... Oh, and we actually didn't even take out the middle barracks. Fascinating. Okay. But it looks like this is... I mean, right now it's just a charge to victory, ladies and gentlemen. And this has been a fun one. I think the camo really gave us the edge. No one was quite able to shut us down. And for some reason, this was just a completely dead lane for a long time. And I think that if that Blood Elf player had given me a little more pressure, a little more trouble on that lane, it would have been a very different game. And here we are just pushing, chewing, eating, charging through. And if we are able to deal with this... Well, already Furion we attacked, and he was on this lane, which means that you know, we're not gonna have to deal with Furion for a little while. He's the last. This is the last barracks up. So there he is. There it is. And we are doing wonderful damage here. Gazlo is showing up to do even more of that sweet, sweet damage. Where's our attack bot? There he is. There's our attack bot. And here we come. We're all going to come together. And unfortunately, most of my soldiers are going to die because of... Oh, so this Ancient of War just stayed. He didn't attack. So that's what happened. Okay. And I wish we weren't quite putting so much damage into the fortress, because a lot of my soldiers are gonna die. And I really wouldn't like that. Oh, but it looks like there goes those barracks. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Sergeant Neutral Plays. I know I did. It was really, really good to bring you guys, you know, finally, after such a long time, bring you guys a victory. You know, and thank you guys so much for sticking with me. I really appreciate the comments. I really appreciate engaging with me. I mean, keep being awesome, guys. I think I've got one of the best communities out there. And you guys keep proving me right. Anyway, this is Sergeant Neutral, and I'm signing out.